Well, today I present to you a horrifically ugly example. This is my SethBury WaterThomas. It's a marriage clock. It has a Seth Thomas column clock case, one identical to one that I already have, which you know well. This one. However, the movement, hands, and dial are different, as well as the coiled gong, and that ugly repair job. Repair job, in quotations. I really don't have funds to do proper repairs, so I just have to make do with what I have. I got this clock for free. It wasn't running because it was extremely out of beat. I fixed that. The weight that originally came with this clock was this. This was on the chime side, and if you know anything about OG clocks or column clocks, the weights are very compact. They're much more compact than this. As you can see right here, this is an OG weight, and this is this cuckoo clock weight, which likely came off some kind of cuckoo quail clock or something like that. This thing is heavy. I think it's about 2,000 grams, if I recall correctly. Back to the SethBury WaterThomas, however, as you can tell, the pendulum rod was too short. It was way too short, the clock was running way too fast, and in the bottom of the case, there were previous people who tried to come in and fix the pendulum rod, but failed, and they left some of their parts in there, and I basically just cut one that was laying in there and taped it to the already existing pendulum rod, and yeah, it's really ugly, but it gets the job done. I'm not proud of it. Don't go thinking that I am. When I got this clock as well, it only had one hand, and that was the hour hand. So I had to go to our local clock shop, and they found me a minute hand that was matching the hour hand, but the minute hand was too short. So what I did was I very sloppily cut out a little piece from a beer can that was laying around and added it to the end there to extend the minute hand. From afar, when you don't have the light on, you can see it looks a bit more natural, but of course when you get closer you can see the blue in contrast with the black. It's not ideal, but as I said, I am broke. Another peculiarity is that it doesn't have a proper taper pin. That is because the taper pin that I had for this was too small. It was too small, I believe. Or no, it was too big, actually. It was too big, and there's two washers that separate the hour hand and the minute hand so they don't collide with each other and stop the clock. However, that made this hole too small, so the taper pin was too big, and what I had laying around was this nail, this really small nail off of one of my mantle clocks that broke, and I just stole it from that and slid it into this hole, and it miraculously is working. So it's not a proper taper pin, but don't worry, I'm not going to try and sell this. This is just for me. The reason it's called a SethBury WaterThomas is because the movement within this clock is a Waterbury movement. I don't think I can get you a good shot of that right now. This dial is very warped and bent, and the paint is flaking. It's probably lead positive, so that's wonderful. I think they sell replacements for these, so I'll have to look into that once I get funds for this thing. However, here's your look at the movement. And as I told you, Waterbury Clock Company of Connecticut. And then in here, Seth Thomas Warranted Good. There's a few cobwebs, actually, which I guess I forgot to clear out. And worn bushings. I have no idea how that's running, but here we are. Yikes. So, the gong that was on this is actually a gong off of one of my old clocks that broke. I'll let you take a guess which gong it is once you hear it, but I replaced that because it sounded very horrible. The old gong, it was all rusty and just really unpleasant. So, here, I'll trigger this. And here it is, back to as normal as it can get. While I'm here, I really want to give a huge thanks to you all for 1,000 subscribers. That is just absolutely insane. I really didn't expect for the channel to reach this height of support. And thanks to you, I'll be able to earn money off of these videos now and hopefully get some more money for buying clocks, very interesting clocks that are in hopefully better condition than this, and also learning to repair. Once I have funds, I can buy the tools I need and begin practicing. So that is just absolutely awesome of y'all. I'm endlessly grateful. You have no idea. So thank you very much. And I hope to see you in a collection video soon, but I'm waiting on some stuff. So I'll see you then, though.